I just tried to record this and I had my mic muted. So, uh, just go ahead and get this out of the way. Uh, should anybody who ends up seeing this and thinks I'm just hating, honestly, I love this game. It's great. It's the best space game I have played in my life, period. And I have played quite a few space games, some really good classic ones, but this, hands down, is the best one that I have ever played. That being said, it has a lot of problems, and some of them that I'm going to touch on today. What? What are you? It's crazy. Some of them that I'm going to touch on today, a lot of other people have pointed out and done better, but, you know, I've kind of gotten void sickness, and I just need to, you know, yell into said void. But the first one, the one that is affecting me so greatly right now, is the method of how you travel throughout the galaxy. Jumping point to point to point to point. Now, on the bubble, it's not that bad, even going from one side of the bubble to the other, especially, you know, unless you're in a combat ship. If you actually get, like, a ship with a decent jump range, around 20 light years, man, you'll be alright. It's not too terribly bad. But, you know, say you want to head anywhere outside of the bubble, and that's when it really just becomes awful. Just absolutely awful. Oh, I think I should point out that, you know, no, I'll get to that later. But anyway, yeah, it's just absolutely terrible. Because this right here, for anybody who's watching this and has never played Elite Dangerous, this is how you go from system to system. You just, you know, wiggle your stick a little bit to maneuver around the star. Once you know, get to the other side and you get out of range of the heat of the star, you press triangle or whatever your button is on your keyboard to warp to the next place. You watch this little loading screen, which admittingly is very cool, and then you do it again. You just fuel scoop, point yourself at the next destination, hit a button, and then go. And again, like, when you're just, you know, farting around the bubble, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. You know, not even really an issue. And honestly, the first few times you do it, it's so exhilarating and awesome. Man, I have done it so many times. I am sick to death of it. And, for reference, here's where I am. Okay? Here's where I want to go. Okay? It's gonna be a few hundred times that I'm gonna have to do this. A few hundred times. And it's like a couple minutes, each time you jump. You know? And I want you to think about that. Like, how much you're gonna have to jump to go somewhere super far away. That could be, like, you know, like 1,000 frickin' jumps. And even on 2 minutes, that's like... Or say, it's 500 jumps. 2 minutes a jump. Which I think it's a bit longer than that. I'm just being loose. That's 1,000 minutes to get to your destination. And it's not like other games that require you to, you know, take a long time to do things. It's very fucking boring. It's terrible. It's just, something needs to be implemented to make these long trips bearable. Cause yeah, you can stop, you can scan, you can land on planets, you know, I can't right now, but even that, man, just, it's nothing out here, just nothing, you know, you start getting, void sickness, it's just for being out in the black, But that's, yeah. You know, I was just thinking, it's like, well, what if you had, like, an interactive thing, like, when you're in witch space, like, right here, you know, you can actually fly around and get a couple of spots ahead, and it would just gradually tick off your fuel. And then you would, you know, it would warn you, it's like, hey, this is the last, you know, you might need to refuel or something, or the next star is the last mainline star, they'll leave your fuel on for a while, you might need to stop here, then you'd stop after going, like, at least a couple jumps, ahead. And the whole thing would be interactive, and you wouldn't have to just do this over and over again. It would at least, it would still take time and effort to get places, like Colonia, or Sagittarius A, or Beagle Point, so it wouldn't completely devalue, getting there, but it would be just so much easier. Like, I was checking out the trophies, for this game, and heading to Sagittarius A, which is actually, all in all, a very simple task. Only 3.1% of PlayStation 4 players have done this. If there's, like, you know, achievements on PC for whatever platform that you know, play this game through on the PC, I'd be interested to see how many people have done that. And something so amazing that if you play Elite Dangerous, I would almost recommend it. But I would warn you to, like, you know, set up a Spotify playlist beforehand, because otherwise you're going to lose your damn mind. Sorry about that. And that's all I really got to say about that. The second thing is a topic that has been done to death. But I think, despite the fact that Frontier Development has improved it from the original setup, or at least from what I've seen, they've made a lot of strides to improve it. It's still complete ass, and that is engineering. It's, you know, it's something you almost need to do a lot of things, or make it that much easier to do certain things. Like, for instance, I engineered the frameshift drive on this Anaconda, so instead of 50 light years, I'm going 60 light years to jump, and, you know, it's something I need to do. But I don't want to engineer anymore. It actually completely burned me out. And what sucks is I want to fight Thargoids. I was thinking about it for the longest time, and the main reason why I haven't done it is because, you know, I don't really have a lot of friends, or any friends I do have that play this don't hunt Thargoids, so I'd have to do it by myself, which is doable if you engineer a ship. But, oh my god, just engineering my frameshift drive up to Class 5 was a slog and a pain in the ass. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna do it, but just because I want to experience all this game has to offer. It just sucks that in order to do so, I have to do all this bullshit. And I thought of a way around it. And it's you know, a shitty solution for sure, but it's one that would appeal to quite a few of us. I'm pretty sure, or anybody who plays games, that instead of getting all this bullshit, we could just buy it. Instead of it being mission rewards and random shit that you find out while you're going about your day. Just, you know, buy the things, or, you know, while you're there, you know, have the engineer tack on an extra fee, an exorbitant fee, you know, maybe 2, 3 even 5 times the price. Or, actually, no, it doesn't really cost anything, does it? Well, you know, have an exorbitant fee tacked on. The engineer would be like, well, yeah, I guess you could be a lazy piece of shit, and I'll order it for you, but, you know, it's going to cost you a lot. And for anybody who plays Elite Dangerous, I don't think that would be so much of a problem. Because to do anything, like to get this Anaconda, for instance, I had to do so much stupid repetitive grinding. It's in our nature to do anyway, and you know, to credit grind. But credit grinding is dull and repetitive, but you can at least have fun with it. Finding the resources for upgrades is a little fun at first, like, you know, finding things like, you know, metals on planets and stuff, but finding, like, all these weird-ass components and wake signatures and shit, that's absolutely god-awful. I ended up, going to that one base out in the middle of nowhere and farming for ages. Oh hey, somebody's watching. Yeah, I'm just not looking forward to doing any more engineering, which I'm going to need to do. And the third thing is the Guardian stuff. It's even more grinding. It's terrible. And I'm gonna have to do it. Frontier development just really needs to fix their shit. Ugh. And even on that, I think Frontier could do a better job. You know, do the same things that I said that you could do with engineering. Just, you know, instead of going out and finding all this stupid shit and taking hours to do it, just give us a way to pay for it with credits. Not real money, with credits. Because, I mean, we already know how to grind for credits. Grinding for this other stuff is just tedious. Boring and appalling. And I think that's all for my rant. Might just do an honest stream after this over on Twitch.